If you're over 60 and include beet juice in your diet for your circulation, your energy, or your blood pressure, what I'm about to tell you is critically important. Beet juice in itself can be a healthy choice, but when it's combined with certain common foods, foods you probably eat regularly, it can quietly, insidiously trigger a cascade of serious health problems. Problems that don't show up immediately, but build over time, stressing your most vital organs. And the most alarming part, most people who drink beet juice have absolutely no idea they're making this dangerous mistake, believing they're doing something purely beneficial. Let me reframe this with the authority of physiology. After you turn 60, your body undergoes a fundamental shift in how it processes nutrients. Your metabolism of minerals, your regulation of blood sugar, and your handling of potent plant compounds change. What was once a helpful aid for circulation in your 40s can suddenly become an agent of overload for your kidneys, a destabilizer of your blood pressure, or a trigger for blood sugar spikes in your 60s. This risk multiplies exponentially when foods are combined incorrectly. It's not about a single bad food, it's about the chemical conversation that happens when two powerful substances meet inside an aging body. Today, I will walk you through the 7 specific foods you should never, ever combine with beet juice after the age of 60. We will progress from risky to outright dangerous. And food number 1 is the most severe, a combination so potentially harmful that it should be an absolute rule. And yet, almost everyone overlooks it. First, you must understand why beet juice is in a special category. Its power comes from a concentrated trio: very high nitrates, which convert to nitric oxide and affect blood flow; very high oxalates, natural compounds that must be filtered by the kidneys; and a significant amount of natural sugars. In small, occasional, and isolated doses, the nitrate effect might support circulation. However, when you mix this potent juice with the wrong companion foods, you turn it into a multi system stressor, asking your aging kidneys, pancreas, and cardiovascular system to handle a complicated and potentially overwhelming biochemical load. Quick truth break: 99% of you here are not subscribed. If you're over 60 and value this protective knowledge, please help us reach our goal of 10,000 subscribers. Your subscription and fuel this mission. Thank you. Now, to the first dangerous combination. Let's begin with food number 7: bananas. This seems innocent, even healthy. But here's the conflict: bananas are famously high in potassium, a crucial mineral for nerve and muscle function. Beet juice is also a significant source of potassium. For a younger person with robust kidney function, this double dose is manageable. But after 60, kidney filtration efficiency naturally declines. Combining two high potassium sources in a short period can overwhelm the kidney's ability to excrete the excess, leading to a dangerous buildup in the bloodstream known as hyperkalemia. This condition can disrupt normal heart rhythm, leading to palpitations or even cardiac arrest in susceptible individuals. This combination is especially risky for anyone already managing high blood pressure or early stage kidney decline, as their systems are already working at their limit. Occasionally having a banana and some beet juice hours apart might be fine, but making a habit of a beet and banana smoothie, that's a regular potassium overload your body may not be able to handle. Now we move to food number 6: dairy products like milk, yogurt, or cheese. This is a classic A hidden danger. Beet juice is loaded with oxalates. Dairy products are rich in calcium. When oxalates and calcium meet in the digestive tract and later in the kidneys, they bind together to form crystals, calcium oxalate crystals, the most common type of kidney stone. By consuming beet juice with dairy, you are essentially providing the raw materials for stone formation in one concentrated meal. For an aging kidney with reduced flushing ability, these crystals are more likely to accumulate and grow into painful stones. This isn't an immediate reaction. It's a slow, quiet process of microscopic damage that accumulates over months and years. Now, we reset our attention to combinations that don't attack the kidneys slowly, but rather destabilize your blood chemistry rapidly. Food number 5: White bread and refined carbohydrates. Think toast, pastries, bagels, or sugary cereals. Beet juice naturally contains sugars that cause a moderate rise in blood glucose. When you pair it with refined carbs, which break down into sugar almost instantly, you create a powerful double spike in blood sugar. After 60, your pancreas is less efficient at releasing insulin and your cells can be more resistant to it. This sharp spike places enormous stress on your insulin response system, leading to inflammation, oxidative stress, and a hormonal roller coaster. Over time, this pattern significantly increases your risk of insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and the vascular inflammation that underpins heart disease and stroke. You're taking a food that can affect circulation and combining it with a food that damages the very vessels you're trying to protect. But the next food takes this cardiovascular risk and makes it even more acute and dangerous. Food number 4, salty and processed foods. This includes processed meats like sausage or bacon, canned soups, chips, and salted nuts. These foods are loaded with sodium, which causes your body to retain water and increases blood volume, thereby raising blood pressure. Beet juice, through its nitrate content, increases blood flow and vasodilation. Combining a vasodilator, beet juice, with a blood volume increaser, high sodium, can create a chaotic, unpredictable pressure situation inside your arteries. It can destabilize blood pressure, causing dangerous fluctuations, sometimes too high, sometimes a sudden drop, that put tremendous shear stress on fragile blood vessel walls, dramatically increasing the risk of a stroke or aneurysm. This is an especially volatile combination in the morning when blood pressure is naturally at its daily peak. Now, we move into the territory of the most dangerous combinations, those that target organ health directly. Food number 3, spinach and other high oxalate greens, like Swiss chard and beet greens. This is a case of too much of a good thing turning toxic. You might think you're building a super healthy green drink by blending beets with spinach. In reality, you're creating an oxalate bomb. Both are among the highest oxalate containing foods available. Consuming them together delivers a massive oxalate load that your kidneys must filter out. This can overwhelm their capacity, leading directly to the formation of kidney stones. But beyond stones, a chronic high oxalate load can cause crystals to embed in the kidney tissue itself, leading to inflammation, pain, and long term damage known as oxalate nephropathy. For anyone over 60, this is an unnecessary and severe risk to an organ you must protect at all costs. And the next combination shocks many people because it's often marketed as healthy. Food number 2, sugary fruits and fruit juices. This includes apple juice, orange juice, grapes, mango, or pineapple. The logic is to sweeten the earthy taste of beet juice. The reality is a metabolic disaster. You are combining the natural sugars from beets with the fructose and glucose from fruits into a concentrated sugar slurry. After 60, this leads to an immediate and massive spike in blood sugar and insulin. This spike triggers systemic inflammation, can lead to a reactive energy crash, fatigue, and dizziness, and if consumed in the evening, can disrupt sleep by triggering the release of cortisol as your body struggles to manage the sugar load. You undermine the potential benefits of the beet juice and replace them with the harms of a sugar surge. Finally, we arrive at the most dangerous combination of all. Food number 1, alcohol. Combining beet juice with alcohol after 60 is playing with fire, and here's why. Alcohol is a diuretic and a vasodilator. It dehydrates you and expands your blood vessels, lowering blood pressure initially before causing a rebound spike. It also stresses your liver and kidneys. Beet juice is also a vasodilator through nitric oxide and affects blood pressure. Combining them can lead to wildly unpredictable and dangerous blood pressure fluctuations, a sudden, severe drop that can cause fainting and falls, or a contradictory spike that increases stroke risk. Furthermore, both require processing by the liver and filtration by the kidneys. You are asking these already age-slowed organs to handle a double detoxification burden simultaneously, significantly increasing the risk of acute stress and damage. This is not a combination. It's a confrontation inside your body that your vital organs are guaranteed to lose. The most common mistake is the comforting belief that if it's natural, it must be safe. But your kidneys, liver, and pancreas don't operate on philosophy. They operate on biochemistry. They only care about the total load and the specific combinations you send their way. So, how can you drink beet juice safely after 60? Follow these simple rules. First, drink it alone, diluted in plain water on an empty or semi-empty stomach. Second, use small portions, no more than 4 to 6 ounces at a time. Third, avoid daily use. Treat it as an occasional support, not a daily staple. And fourth, never mix it with high oxalate foods, high sugar fruits, or alcohol. Space it out from other foods by at least an hour. If you want to learn how to navigate the world of powerful natural foods and supplements safely, understanding not just what to take but what not to combine, then stay with this channel. Subscribe for knowledge that empowers you to use nature's pharmacy with wisdom, not just hope. Now I have to ask, which of these dangerous combinations were you unaware of? Was it the banana, the dairy, or the alcohol? Write the number in the comments below. Your awareness is the first step to prevention, because the biggest health risks after 60 often don't come from a single bad food. They come from seemingly healthy choices, combined in ways that silently, slowly work against the very systems you're trying to support. True wellness lies in understanding these conversations, not just the ingredients.